Hello, Dimsdale. I'm Jet You Betcha with today's editorial, which technically makes it a Jetatorial. Flooding from Hurricane Helene in western North Carolina has displaced yellow jacket colonies, increasing the risk of stings. The heavy rains destroyed underground nests and toppled trees that house the insects. State officials are providing Benadryl and EpiPens to address potential allergic reactions. Yellow jackets, known for their aggression and ability to sting multiple times, become more dangerous in fall as food sources dwindle. Residents are advised to avoid disturbing nests and clear trees cautiously. Health experts recommend carrying EpiPens for those with severe allergies and seeking medical help if stung. In other news, the U.S. Supreme Court rejected emergency applications challenging Biden administration regulations on methane and mercury emissions. The methane rule aims to reduce emissions by up to 80% over 14 years, targeting oil and gas facilities. It was contested by Republican-led states and industry groups who argued it exceeded the EPA's authority under the Clean Air Act. Meanwhile, the court also declined to block a regulation tightening mercury and toxic metal emissions from coal-fired power plants. Both rulings allow EPA regulations to remain in place as litigation continues in lower courts. A separate case on carbon emissions regulations is still pending. In another developments, legislation aimed at banning the sale of contaminated poppy seeds has been proposed after reports of opioid contamination leading to overdose deaths and failed drug tests. Poppy seeds coated with opium fluid during harvest can trigger positive drug tests and cause harm, as seen in cases where mothers were separated from newborns after consuming poppy seed foods. The FDA has faced criticism for inaction on this issue, with lawsuits urging regulation. Experts warn that while food with washed poppy seeds poses minimal risk, unwashed seeds used in tea can lead to addiction and overdose. In other developments, federal health officials are providing $72 million to vaccine manufacturers to ensure bird flu vaccines are prepared for distribution if necessary. While there are no current recommendations for the public to get vaccinated against bird flu, the funding supports companies like C.S. Behring, Seqirus, Sanofi, and GSK in preparing vaccines. The effort, led by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, aims to enhance the country's preparedness by doubling the existing stockpile to over 10 million doses by early 2025. Despite 16 bird flu cases in the U.S. this year, the risk to the general public remains low, according to the CDC. From all of us here, stay classy, Dimsdale.